There's always that one person on campus who looks calm while everyone else is panicking. The deadline is tomorrow. Group chats are blowing up. People are pulling all-nighters and living on caffeine. And somehow, they're relaxed. They submit assignments early. They show up looking sharp, not rushed. They still make time for friends, hobbies, workouts, or just resting. And at the end of the week, they're tired, but not broken. So you start wondering quietly, do they have extra hours in the day? Or am I doing something wrong? Here's the truth most people won't tell you. They're not more gifted. They're not superhuman. They're not lucky. They're intentional. They don't do more to, they do things on purpose. And today, I want to break down exactly how that mindset works. Not in theory, but in real life. 1. Stop trying to fix your life all at once. This is where most students mess up before they even begin. They wake up one morning and decide, I'm changing everything. New sleep schedule, new diet, new workout plan, new study system, new personality. For about 3 days, it feels amazing. Then reality hits. You miss one habit, then another. Then guilt kicks in. And suddenly you're back where you started. Exhausted and disappointed. That's not discipline. That's burnout disguised as motivation. High-functioning students don't rebuild their lives overnight. They stabilize first. They lock in. One consistent wake-up time. One simple, repeatable routine. One clear priority for the day. Not 10 goals. Not a perfect schedule. Just one thing that matters most today. Stability creates momentum. Momentum builds confidence. Confidence fuels consistency. Chaos doesn't make you stronger. It just drains you. 2. Your brain is lying to you about studying. If you've ever studied for hours and still blanked during an exam, this part is for you. That feeling of "I studied all night" is misleading. Your brain loves comfort, not growth. Rereading notes feels safe. Highlighting pages feels productive. Watching explanation videos feels reassuring. But none of those force your brain to work. Real learning starts when it feels slightly uncomfortable. When you explain ideas out loud without looking. Write down what you remember before checking notes. Try to connect concepts instead of memorizing sentences. That discomfort is a signal, not a problem. If your study session feels easy the entire time, you're probably rehearsing familiarity, not building understanding. Struggle isn't failure, it's feedback. 3. Focus is a skill, not a personality trait. People love saying, I just can't focus. But that's rarely true. You don't lack focus. You're surrounded by distractions, notifications, background noise, open tabs, constant interruptions. The students who get more done aren't smarter. They're harder to interrupt. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on structure. They design their environment so focus is automatic. Phone out of reach. One task at a time. Clear start and stop points. No multitasking, no constant checking, no mental clutter. Focus isn't willpower, it's environment design. 4. Energy beats motivation. Every time waiting to feel motivated is one of the biggest traps. Motivation doesn't start action. Action creates motivation. That's why movement matters. Not because you need abs, not because you need to look perfect, but because movement clears mental fog, reduces anxiety, builds quiet confidence, improves emotional resilience. You don't need extreme routines or long gym sessions. You need repeatable habits, short walks, basic workouts, stretching, anything that tells your body, I'm alive and in control. Energy is the currency of performance. When your energy improves, everything else follows. 5. Success is social, even if you're introverted. Here's something no one likes to admit. No one thrives alone. Not in school. Not in life. The students who last the longest don't carry everything by themselves. They talk things out instead of bottling them up. Learn with others instead of suffering silently. Ask questions instead of pretending they understand. And here's the underrated move most people ignore. Build relationships before you need them. with classmates, with mentors, with lecturers, not to use people, but to create connection. When pressure hits, connection becomes support. 6. Think beyond the semester. Here's the quiet advantage most students miss. While many people are only thinking about the next exam, others are thinking about who they're becoming. They treat school as a launch pad, not a finish line. They learn useful tools, practice communication, explore interests early, build skills alongside grades. So when opportunities appear, they're ready, not scrambling. Grades open doors. Skills keep them open. Final thought. Think of your life like a system. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to do everything. You just need habits that don't fight each other. When your sleep supports your focus supports your confidence, and your confidence supports your growth. That's when people start asking, how do you manage it all? And the truth is simple. You stopped chasing balance and started building alignment. If this video helped you see things differently, stick around. This channel is about growth, clarity, and building a life that actually works, from the inside out. I'll see you in the next one.